If anybody else. Okay, all right, everybody. All right. What's going on? What's going on? Yogis, time for yoga. Time for yoga. Time for yoga. Wow, it is hopping today. Big energy. That full moon, man. We're all just like buzzing. Okay, I love that you guys talk to each other and have community though, so it makes me happy. We're friends. All right. I'm trying to think, any special announcements, anything coming up? I don't think I have anything. I think everything's regular for the next at least little bit. Yeah. Okay, so just yoga then, I guess. Do you guys have anything? Any questions, concerns, comments, requests? Yes, Sue. Pioneer Day. Good question. Normal, yes. Yes. Laura. Hi. Do you want to go right here? Are you okay with that? Okay. Yeah, Pioneer Day is regular, I believe. I'm teaching my 5. That's tomorrow. No, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. What? They were already camping out on Great Bell. Oh, really? Wow. That is so, as far as I know, anyways. Yeah, because that's the only class. It's my class on Wednesdays. So they're regular. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Where are we? Okay. Let's start on the ground, everybody. So let's lay down. Lay down, lay down, lay down. And as you lay down, take a moment to get maybe your wiggles out or your laughs out or your last words out. So if you want to, you can take your arms overhead, your legs long, full body stretch. Maybe you even want to just hug your knees in for a second. Give yourself a hug, even rock a little bit side to side, give your low back a little massage. So feel free to move a little bit before just finding stillness. So eventually you will find stillness, but no rush. So invitation to come to constructive rest pose in your own time. And if you don't know what constructive rest pose is, it's just feet on the ground with knees bent. And your feet are wider than your hips. So your feet are nice and wide, and you can either let your knees fall in and touch one another, or you can just kind of let them fall in a little bit. They don't have to touch. Invitation to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. So you don't have to, just an invitation. An invitation to close your eyes. So start to bring your awareness inward. Start to feel your own body. So maybe you start with just the simple sensation of your body on the ground, all the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. Maybe you feel the pressure, the just gentle weight of your hands on your heart and your belly. Maybe there's some sort of physical sensation you can feel as you are in this position. So does this feel really comfortable? Do you feel space in your low back and your pelvis, your hips? Or is there some discomfort here? No judgment, but just getting curious, just observing and tuning in to what's already happening. Just bringing in more awareness. And then if you haven't already, start to notice your breath. So you can breathe deeper if you want to, or you can just keep your natural breath for now. Maybe you want to visualize your breath, use your imagination in some way. And start to let your breath act as an anchor to this present moment. So when we are focused on our inhale and our exhale as they happen, we can't help but become present. The past and the future for right now kind of just fall to the periphery, and you feel yourself in this space. You feel your breath rising and falling, expanding, contracting inside of you. So with your awareness on your breath, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And then when you think you are full, hold there and see if you can even take an extra little sip of air. Open your mouth and huge sigh, let it out. Do that twice more. Inhale, fill up. Breathe into every tiny little space inside of you. Every space expands, inflates. Take that extra sip. And out your mouth, release. Yes. And just let your body melt and soften even more. Last time, inhale. Feel your belly, your ribs, your chest expand up into your hands. Hold in that fullness. See if there's an extra 2 sips you can take this time. And let it out. Nice job, friends. Come into your Ujjayi breath now. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So it is very different than a typical nostril breath. You don't hear it or feel it so much as it moves through your nose. You hear it, you feel it as it moves through the back of your throat. So it's exactly like you're humming, but without making any noise, without using your voice. So you're essentially just humming on the inside, creating a little vibration inside. The inhale is big and spacious and powerful. The exhale is slow and steady and smooth all the way to empty. See if you can feel your breath every single time expand up into your hands. So every time you inhale, your hands lift a little bit as your chest, your ribs, your belly inflate. And then as you exhale, your hands kind of just drop down towards your spine and towards the ground a little bit. As you empty out, as you contract and hug back in. So feel that rise and fall and become very aware, present with your breath as it is happening. There's a million things you can notice just in your own breathing. You're welcome to stay here a little longer. You're welcome to stay here a lot longer. You're welcome to come back here at any time. You're ready to start moving. Take your breath with you and hug your knees in towards your belly for just a moment. You can either give them a big squeeze or just take a little rock from side to side. And then eventually set your feet on the ground with your knees bent once again, but this time feet hips width distance apart. So setting up for bridge. All of your toes face directly forward and your arms down by your sides. You should be able to graze the backs of your heels with your middle finger. So you might scoot your feet in a little bit closer to your upper body. As you exhale, pull your belly button down and scoop your tailbone up. As you inhale, peel your spine off of your mat, one vertebra at a time. Come into your bridge pose. So if you want to just hang out here, do your own thing, fine with me. Here's your invitation. Find robot arms. So bend your elbows, palms face each other, fingertips face the sky, and maybe even see if you can kind of work your elbows closer towards one another and work your shoulders underneath you a little bit more. So you feel the front of your heart space open. And then one more inhale, hug your inner thighs in, lift your hips just a little bit higher. As you exhale, see if you can lower just your butt towards the ground so you're creating a tunnel underneath your mid back. It feels weird if you've never done this before. Inhale, lift your butt back up. And exhale, lower just your butt back down. So go at your own pace. If you've done these with me, you know exactly where to go. If you've not done these with me, this probably feels funky. So you're not rolling up and down. It's just your butt lifting and lowering like you're trying to create a big tunnel under the middle of your spine. So what I want you to feel here is your mid-back mobility. Most of us really don't have much awareness or mobility or strength in our mid-backs. So that's what we're going to work on today. So start to feel it here, and we're going to work on it in every single back bend we do. Next time you inhale, come back into your bridge pose. So lift your hips up and then work your shoulders out from underneath you. Reach your arms straight up towards the sky. You're still in bridge. So arms reaching straight up. One more inhale, lift your hips. This time, as you exhale, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. So like a string of pearls. Very nice. Once you get to the bottom, bring your feet mat width distance apart and bring your arms either out to a T position or cactus them against the ground. If you don't have space, cactus or goalpost arms are just fine. Take an inhale right here. And then as you exhale, knees fall to the right side. Stay there. Invitation to bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee and use your right foot to encourage your left knee forward and down towards the ground. So you want to work the length of your left side. And if your left ribs are lifting a lot, that's okay, but have the intention of pressing your back left ribs down. Good. Yeah, and if your foot on your leg doesn't feel good, then you don't have to add that part. Take one more round. Inhale, bring your knees back through center. And exhale to the other side over to your left. Same option, outer left foot on outside of right knee. And that gentle pressure. Work your right knee forward and down. Lengthen your right side. Big deep breaths and feel into the length from your right shoulder all the way down through your right hip, your right leg, outside of your right thigh. Work the back of your right ribs towards the ground if you can, maybe just a teeny tiny bit. Maybe there's no difference on the outside, but you feel something happen on the inside. Nice, Laura. One more round. Very good, you guys. Inhale back through center. Keep your feet wide. Exhale to your right. So breath to movement. Just one more time back and forth. Inhale through center. Feet wide. Opens up space in your low back. Exhale. Knees go left. Yes. Inhale back to center. Find a happy baby pose. Give yourself a couple rounds in happy baby. Maybe rock. Maybe even extend one leg or both legs. And then from your happy baby, release your feet and hug your knees in. Start to rock and roll forward and back. So I like to grab behind my thighs personally. Take a few rocks, a few rolls. And then when you're ready, cross your ankles, roll over your feet, come forward to hands and knees. So tabletop position, spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, cow posture. See if you can find that same mobility in your mid back that you just felt in your bridge pose. Exhale, round, cat posture. Curl in, hollow out, push the ground away, maybe even lift to your fingertips. Back and forth a few more times, just like that. If you would like, you're welcome to get a little more creative or a lot more intuitive. So if there's something your body is calling for or somewhere you'd like to go, please feel free to move around to explore. So this is an exercise for your felt senses, not for your mind. So if those cat cows feel great, stick with those cat cows. But if you want to feel around, don't let your mind stop you. So there's no right or wrong. What's there in your body just waiting for your attention? In your next couple breaths, friends, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees and lift your hips. All right, so in down dog. Maybe you want to pedal out your heels. Maybe you want to shift your weight around a bit. Perhaps give your head a little shake or a little nod. So feel in your dog pose, your strong hands on the ground, your fingers spread really wide, your strong shoulders plugged into the sockets. And then let your neck relax, let your face soften, unclench your jaw. See if you can find a connection to your center. So like there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So find that lift that lifts you out of your arms. Take one more inhale into your down dog. We're going to turn this into a little flow. As you exhale, bring your knees gently to the ground and sit back into a child's pose. So knees can be wide or together or somewhere in between. If it would feel nice, maybe you move your hips side to side or roll your forehead side to side. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, low back. So just a simple flow, breath to movement now. Next, inhale, rise up, cow pose. See if you can feel the mobility right in the middle of your spine. Exhale, cat posture, round, hollow out, curl in. And then as you inhale, neutralize your spine, tuck your toes, lift your hips, send them back down dog. Exhale, set your knees down gently and sit back into your child's pose. Empty out in your breath. Just like that, inhale, cow pose. Feel free to close your eyes. Exhale, cat, round. And inhale, find neutral spine and take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful breath. Exhale, child's pose, knees gently to the ground. Sit back. Empty out. Last time. Inhale, cow posture, spinal extension. Exhale, cat posture, spinal flexion. All the way to empty. And then your happy medium, neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, send them back and up. That invisible rope pulls on your belly. And child's pose, hips sit back, rest. Inhale, rise, tabletop. And from tabletop, make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Right arm out to the right, all the way up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath, reach through, and then gently rest down outside of shoulder, outside of head. Any way you want to work this posture for about 3, 4, 5 breaths. Yeah, so maybe left arm behind your back. Maybe you push down with your left fingertips. Love the variations. So variations, welcome. Go for it. Take your last couple of rounds. Nice job, friends. If your left hand happens to be lifted, bring it back down. On an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. Exhale, right hand down. And we'll go to the other side. If you want to, you can take a couple cat-cows or maybe a couple hip circles or even just a quick down dog kind of stretch. I'm going to leave it up to you when you are ready. Left arm out and thread it through. So just on your own, same thing, other side, no hurry. Once you're there, work it however you'd like on this side. Doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other. Big deep breath. You can feel your breath in your back body a lot. So those mid-back muscles that we're working on, we used them when we were doing those lifts and lowers of our butt and bridge. Now give them your breath and kind of stretch them out. Visualize that space inside of you, perhaps. So how much awareness can you find? That's what this practice is all about. It's just discovering more of you, connecting more with what is already happening there, becoming more curious. If you happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back to the ground. On an inhalation, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way out, all the way up. And exhale, left hand down. Find your way back to down dog as you are ready. So if you want a couple cat-cows, if you want a couple hip circles, if you want to move through a vinyasa to get back to down dog, feel free. Once you're back in your dog pose, just walk it out and breathe. Ujjayi breath. If you've lost it, come back, fire it up. Big, spacious, vibrant inhales. And slow, strong exhales all the way to emptiness. You guys look awesome. Beautiful poses. Take one more inhale. Push the ground away. Lift your hips high. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. However you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Once you have arrived, let's come straight into a halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Do that one more time, halfway lift. So feel into a nice long spine, nice neutral spine. So not extension, not flexion, right in the middle. Exhale, fold. And then we'll take it all the way up. So come through your halfway lift, rise, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful. With your breath, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive. So see if you can find your core, feel your core as you're diving down. Yes, nice work. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Beautiful, K. Exhale, bow, fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise. So straight spine as you come up, bending the knees is super helpful. Arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's take that one more time, breath to movement. Maybe you try closing your eyes. Inhale, high mountain. Slow dive. So stick your butt out, and as your butt sticks out, you feel your core engaged to help you dive. Beautiful. Nice, Kathy. Lift halfway. Inhale. Nice, Tiffany. Exhale. Let it go. Find emptiness. Connect to center. And rise. All the way up. Arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach. And then pause. Today, let's interlace our fingers and steeple our index fingers. See if you can keep pressing your palms together. So as much as possible, rather than bending your elbows, get your arms straight, strong, and powerful, and squeeze your biceps next to your ears. Hug in with your inner thighs. So no matter how wide your feet are, you're energetically hugging towards midline. Send your hips to the left, and then upper body goes right. Notice if your left shoulder came forward and pull it back. Notice if your elbows are bending. See if you can lengthen your arms, squeeze your biceps next to your ears. So lots of weight in your left foot, especially the inner edge of left foot. If you want to, you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right, or even try balancing, hovering your right foot above the ground. Wherever you're at, your pose, your expression. One more huge breath. Awesome, Charlotte. As you inhale, come back to center, both feet on the ground. And as you exhale, up and over to the other side. Nice work. So hips go right, upper body goes left. More weight in right foot, especially the inner edge. Amazing. Pull your right shoulder back and down. Plug it in. Arms long, strong, and powerful. Breathe into your right waistline. Breathe into your right rib cage, the space between your ribs. Last round here. How much space can you create? Awesome, Emma. As you inhale, back to center. As you exhale, listen, bring your hands behind your back as if you are about to put them into your back pockets. If you don't like this hand variation, maybe it bothers your wrist, you can make fists, or you can wrap your fingers around your waist, your thumbs face in, your fingers face out. Whichever variation you take, elbow tips point straight back. So roll your shoulders back and down and point your elbows back. Hug in with your inner thighs. Start to press your hands forward into your hips, but then press your hips back into your hands. So you feel your low belly tone. Now see if you can feel your mid-back muscles, your mid-back mobility start to curl open. Rather than letting your head just collapse back, see if you can feel strength in the sides of your neck. Puff up your chest. Soften your face. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. Press hands into hips, hips back into hands. Last round. Super slowly. Inhale, just come back through a neutral spine. You can reach your arms up if you want to. You don't have to. As you exhale, bend your knees, hands to your thighs. So bring your feet out at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little wider. And this is what we're going to do. I'll show you first, and then we're going to do 3 rounds together. So we're going to inhale, standing cow. As we exhale, we'll exhale really strong through our mouth or even through our teeth like this. I'm drawing my belly back and in. This is called Uddiyana Bandha. You can either hold in emptiness, or this is called Agni Sara. It's like a belly dancer. So you hold empty. And you just pulse in and out. When you need to take your inhale, let the belly go. So with me, big inhale and exhale. Curl in, empty out, hold, 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 or pulse, pulse, pulse as fast or as slow as you want. Feel your abdominal muscles working. When you need your inhale, let the belly go and take it. So at your own pace. Yeah, round, navel to spine, empty out, hold, 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 or pulse, pulse, pulse. 3 times. You can take your inhale when you need it. Good, round, hollow out, all the way to empty. Take your pulses if you want. And this time as you inhale, fill up, standing cow. And as you exhale, just take it all the way down into a fold. Maybe ragdoll it out for a moment. Come back to Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Next inhalation, halfway lift position. Realign. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale, top of your push-up, plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower just halfway down. Try not to let your belly drop or your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. One more time like that. Exhale, halfway down, strong arms, strong belly. Yes, inhale, push up. Nice, Caitlin. Exhale, slow motion, take it all the way to your belly. You choose any back bend you want, but my invitation is, can you find a little more mobility right in the middle of your spine? Can you start to bring more awareness into that space? Play with it for a moment. And if you can't feel anything different, that's okay. You're just getting curious. That's where it all starts. Down dog is waiting for you whenever you want to take it back. And just about 5 breaths in your dog pose. So in your down dog, feel whatever there is to feel. Any exploration you want to take is more than welcome. So maybe you take big movements. Maybe you just make little tiny adjustments, little tiny micro movements. So sometimes the biggest adjustments we make are the ones that nobody can even tell that we're making on the outside. So what do you feel in your body? It's your body. Nobody else knows what's going on, only you. So keep feeling, keep exploring, stay curious. Take one more inhale into your dog pose. As you exhale, gaze forward, step or float, top of your space. Forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And let it go, fold. Take it all the way up, arms to the sky, inhale. Nice, Sue, hands to heart, exhale. All right, let's build our flow. Inhale, reach up. You can take the same side body stretch or invitation to grab your left wrist this time. So if you like that interlace variation, go for it. Otherwise, grab your left wrist and gently tug. Same option with your legs. Your right toes might reach out to the right. Your right foot might even try hovering. Little balance challenge. Yes, awesome, amazing. Nice, Trace, one more round. Inhale back to center, both feet on your mat, switch your grip. Exhale up and over to the other side. So it's like you're trying to create a crescent moon with your body. Good, Paul, pull your right shoulder back and down, plug it in. So as you tug on your wrist, you're resisting with your arm. If you were to let go, you would slingshot out. Take one more round, breathe in the right side. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. See if you can feel it in your mid back. Curl open rather than just leaning back. Hug in with inner thighs, press hips forward. Inhale, re-extend. So feel neutral. Exhale, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward all the way down, then fold. Nice, Corey, lift halfway with your inhalation. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. However you want to take your vinyasa, just do it mindfully, intentionally. See you back in down dog. You can also always skip it. Nice, Sandra. Back in your dog pose is your Ujjayi breath there. That hum on the inside, your own rhythm, your own vibration. From your down dog, inhale your right leg high. And then today, you choose. Do you want to keep your hips square? Or do you want to open your hips? So if anything is calling to you, you're welcome to go there. Just keep your hands strong. Keep your belly engaged. So that invisible rope, remember, it's pulling up, it's tugging back. Take one more inhale, everybody. Make your right leg strong and powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose, spinal flexion, curl in, round. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift higher onto your tippy toes and lift higher through your waistline. Exhale, step through softly. Good, Sarah. Take your time to rise up to your crescent lunge. So strong through your legs. All of your toes face forward. Your hips are square. Nice, Laura. And then rather than going for just depth, find your longest stance. So there's your depth, but then hug back in towards midline. So front hip is pulling back. Back hip is pulling forward. You're stabilizing. You're building your foundation from the ground. And then your upper body can grow into your expression. So you don't have to do anything different, but feel your own unique expression. Are you spreading your fingers really wide, or today, are you softening your fingers, softening your elbows? So it's up to you. Take one more inhale. Beautiful poses. As you exhale, grab your left wrist with left wrist with right hand, and then side body stretch up and over. Continue to pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and see if you can feel that stretch now all the way down into the front of your left hip. Those hip flexor muscles, breathe into them. One last round. Is there any more space you can create? Strong through your legs. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Hands come down. Root into your front foot, standing splits. So right foot roots, left leg lifts. And it's just like a one-legged forward fold. I do not care at all how high your left leg goes, but I do care that there's energy running all the way up into your left toes. See if you can spread your left toes. Nice work, friends. Relax your neck just like you would in a forward fold. Take one more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your left knee into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend. Get small. Curl in. Inhale, re-extend. Option to take a little handstand hop if you want. We'll do 3 like that. Exhale, Shiva squat. Curl in. Inhale, re-extend, or a little hop if you want. And last time. Exhale, Shiva squat. This time, inhale, re-extend. And as you exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat again. But we're going to rise to a warrior 2. So back heel parallel to the back edge of your mat. Cartwheel your arms up. Open towards the windows. Yes, very nice. So your right toes face forward, left toes face left. Rather than feeling like your front knee is collapsing in towards your big toe, see if you can really press into the outer edge of both feet and really wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Feel your front knee track open towards your pinky toe. Nice poses, everybody. Next time you breathe in, let's go for side angle pose. So reach forward, reach, right like you want to touch the front wall. And then only your arms really have to change. Right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky. Sometimes, personally, I like to reach my left arm forward, bicep next to my ear. So if you want to take that variation, go for it. If you want to go for a half or a full bind, you're more than welcome to. Nice, Danica. So wherever you are at, your breath is right there. Your heart is open. Imagine your heart wants to look up. See if you can let it. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek. Keep pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Your pose, your personal expression. Nice, Jill. One last round. As you inhale, come back up, rise up, warrior 2. And then we'll take it back to a reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up. If your front leg wants a little break, it might even feel nice to straighten it as you're in reverse warrior, and then bend it again when you're ready. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe. Feel a little tone in your low belly. So you're not squeezing your six pack, but you are drawing your belly button in and up. So your low back is supported. Take one more inhale and breathe into your right side. Beautiful. Exhale. Come back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So all of your toes are facing the windows now. Arms to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, dive all the way down, wide-legged forward. Fold anywhere you would like to go for about 5 to 7 breaths. I'll turn the AC on, Paul, don't worry. Nice, everyone. So this can be a moment for you to rest a little bit, catch your breath, or this can be a moment for you to play. This can be a moment to challenge yourself. Maybe you want to go into a headstand or try some handstand hops. So whatever your body is calling for, not your ego, but your body. See if you can tune in. The relationship with our body doesn't happen overnight. It starts by just getting curious and then connecting, showing up again and again. And sometimes it's trial and error, and that's okay. All right, my friends, if you're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. Halfway lift position, hopefully you'll have space. Bend your knees if you need to, fingertips on the ground or hands on the ground. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes forward. So you're in low lunge. From low lunge, three-legged down dog, take your right leg back and up. Everyone open your hip this time. So bend your right knee and reach it out and up. Feel your right hip stack on top of left. So try not to sink into your left shoulder. Keep your shoulders strong. Take one more inhale here. You can stay here if you want. Otherwise, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Yes. Inhale back up. Nice, Laura. Awesome, Edie. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit. Maybe you even add a little push-up. Bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, square hips, long through your right leg. Exhale, rock forward. Plank to chaturanga. You can take it as three-legged, or you can take it however you want. Bring your knees down if you want. Nice, Emma. Inhale, open your heart. Roll your shoulders back and down. Mid-back mobility. Can you feel it? And then down dog. So good, everybody. Ujjayi breath. Take a moment. What does right side feel like versus left side? All right. From your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. And if there's some way you want to explore, please feel free. Maybe you just keep your hips square and your left leg strong and powerful as it floats in space. So what can you feel here? Can you tune in rather than tuning out? Stay connected to your center. Stay connected to your breath. One more inhale. Make your left leg strong. Exhale, knee to your nose. So spinal flexion. Curl in, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. Lift through your waistline. So round your back more and then step forward. When you're ready, rise to crescent. Nice job. So all of your toes face forward, hips square. Remember, the stability comes by hugging in. So always we find our stability, we find our structure by hugging towards midline, finding our center. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. You get that automatic little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. Feel your expression in your upper body. So you don't have to move, you don't have to do anything different, but feel. What do you want to invite in? What do you want to embody here? Take one more inhale. As you exhale, grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand, and then that gentle tug, pull your upper body to the left. Keep pulling your left hip back and your right hip forward. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Notice if your right arm is in front of your face, bicep next to your ear, plug your right shoulder into the socket. Last round. All the way to emptiness, then inhale back to center. Exhale, release, hands come down. Root into your left foot, float your back leg to the sky, standing splits. So just like a one-legged forward fold, that's all it is. Yeah, use blocks under your hands if it's helpful. Your hands are just there for stability, for support. You're not putting a lot of weight on them. They're more just there to help you with your balance. Take one more inhale. Good job. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of your left knee. Both knees bend as you get small and compact. Inhale, re-extend. Right leg high if you want. Little hop. And exhale, round Shiva squat. All the way to emptiness. Inhale, re-extend. Or little hop. And last one, Shiva squat. Very nice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Set up your warrior two legs, and when you are ready, rise to your Virabhadrasana 2. Good, so your hips and your heart and your shoulders, everything is open. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Find that little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. That one I keep talking about, it's your transverse, that navel to spine connection. It supports low back. Next time you breathe in, side angle, reach for the front wall. See if you can feel your rib cage slide a little bit. When you can't reach anymore, only your arms need to change. So you don't close with your heart. Stay open, left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky, or maybe right arm reaches forward. Half or full bind if you want to go there. Wherever you're at, you can breathe. So it doesn't feel like your breath is getting stuck, doesn't feel stifled or strained. Keep wrapping left butt cheek. Keep pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Nice, Tiffany. Beautiful poses, everybody. Take one last round with your personal fullest expression. And then come back to your warrior 2 or through your warrior 2. We're moving into reverse. So front palm rotates up, reach back. And if you feel like your left leg needs a moment, you can straighten it out and then bend it again when you're ready. If there's any variation you want to work with, feel free. Awesome, Cam. So feel into the length, breathe into the length of your left side. Breathe into the space between your left ribs. See if you can lift your left ribs further away from your left hip. Take one last huge inhale. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Inhale, arms reach up. We're not going to do this in our flow, but right now, exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades, squeeze your spine, and if you can, reach your hands back. Reach your heart up, so just a little bit of a lift. Puff up your chest, one more in-breath. Now keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. You can bend your knees a lot if needed as you take your dive all the way down. So without your hands on the ground to support you, to help you balance, you have to engage your core to help you balance. So see if you can feel your belly button draw in and up. And use it to lift your butt towards the sky, sit bones towards the sky, crown of your head towards the ground. And every single breath, you feel that connection to center. Maybe lift your knuckles up a little higher. If you are here and you're like, I feel like I can't be here with my hands behind my back, then just let them go. No big deal. We'll take about 2 or 3 more rounds. You want to do your own thing, fine with me. Nice, Trace. Really good. Awesome, Sarah. Big, deep breaths. Maybe open mouth exhales. Open mouth exhale once in a while. So valuable. If your hands are still interlaced, fingers still interlaced, bring your hands to your low back and then release your clasp. Nice and easy. Let your hands come down. Halfway lift position, fingertips or hands on the ground. So bend your knees as needed. Walk your hands to the top of your space and rotate your toes forward. So you're in a low lunge. From low lunge, 3-legged down dog. Take your left leg back and up. Left leg back and up. Open your left hip. Bend your left knee. Nice, Kathy. So feel your outer left glute squeeze. Stay here, active through your left foot. If you would like, exhale, left knee, right elbow. So your exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Open your hip or extend, up to you. Left to left, aim for your armpit. Add the push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop down. Inhale, back up. So nice. Last, or actually this time we're rocking it forward. So square hips as you come forward and take your vinyasa. So you can take it as a 3-legged. You can take it with your knees on the ground. Totally up to you. Nice, Caitlin. Beautiful, amazing. Nice, Solveig. And then downward facing dog, or maybe you're just feeling a child's pose. Maybe you want a seated hero's pose, seated kneeling pose. So take a moment, feel, reconnect, recalibrate. What's flowing through the space of you, all that energy. We'll go one breath, one movement now. The invitation is not to move as fast as you can with momentum, but instead to move slowly with your slow, spacious breaths. So if you have practiced yoga a long time and you haven't figured out Ujjayi breath yet, see if you can stay curious about it. See if you can breathe bigger than you thought was even possible. So just for me personally, Ujjayi breath honestly changed my yoga practice completely. It's when I fell in love with the practice. Also changed my life. I think it's so valuable out there in the world. So stay curious about it. If you don't get it today, no big deal. Your breath, there's something there. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. So we're moving slowly, slow, deep breath. One more inhale. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, and however you would like to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And all the way up, rise, arms to the sky. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms reach. Side body stretch of your choice. You might grab your wrist, you might interlace. Exhale to your right. Hips go left, all the way to empty in your breath. All the way to empty. Inhale back to center. Other side, up and over. All the way to empty. All the way. Inhale back to center. Baby back bend. Cactus your arms, navel to spine. Protects low back. See if you can curl up and make it come from mid and upper back. Re-extend, realign, feel into neutral. Inhale. And then exhale, use your core. Stick your butt out as you dive down. All the way down and fold. Beautiful breathing. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fill up with your breath. Lengthen through your spine, back of your neck. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going so you're still exhaling as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open. Don't just move through this. Be in the pose. Feel it. Mid-back mobility. Exhale, down dog. So good. Inhale, right leg high. Powerful and strong. Exhale as soft as you can. Step your right foot through. Use your strong core. Yes. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, grab your left wrist with right hand. Side body stretch. Empty out. Inhale back to center. Release your grip. Exhale, hands to ground. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg lifts. Exhale just one time. Shiva squat. Left knee tucks. Inhale, re-extend, and option to hop if you want. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Warrior two stance, and inhale, rise. Exhale, side angle posture. Reach forward, tip it over, empty all the way out. Once you are empty, press into your feet. Rise up, reverse, inhale. Lengthen your right side. Keep the deep bend in your right knee. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, take your arms up. And then exhale all the way down, wide-legged fold, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine connection, feel it. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg back and up, open your hip. Stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Use your strong obliques. Inhale, back up. Right knee, right elbow, or right armpit, maybe add that push-up. Nice, Paul. Inhale, back up. This time, square off your hips and exhale, rock forward. Chaturanga, you can make it your own. Lift your heart. Shoulders back and down. Try not to lock out your elbows. Point elbow tips back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, soft as you can. Step it through. Beautiful breathing. Awesome, Emma. Rise, crescent lunge. With your exhalation, grab right wrist. Side body stretch towards the windows. Lengthen your right side. Back to center with your inhale. Hands to the ground, exhale. Standing splits, right leg lifts, active through your right toes. Spread them. Just one time, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks to the back of left knee. Both knees bend. Inhale, re-extend or hop. Amazing. Right foot to the back of your mat. Setting up for warrior two on your inhale, rise. Good, Sue. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Beautiful, Kate. As you inhale, reverse. See if you can stay in your legs, that deep bend in your front knee. Good, Laura. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Reach your arms up. And all the way down, exhale, wide-legged forward fold, empty out, navel to spine. Lift halfway, breathe in, bend your knees if needed, hands on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg to the sky, open your hip. Stay here and hold, or left knee, right elbow, that little cross, push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Amazing, left to left, maybe add the push-up. Nice, Jill. Inhale, three-legged square hips this time. Straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Any way you want to take it. Awesome, Kay. Lift your heart. Good, Danica. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. You've done it one time through. Maybe take a big open mouth sigh. You've got one more round. This time I'm going to add in just a couple of fun things. So like you always do. Like you have been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and let the rest go. Take one more big inhale into your dog pose if you're coming with me. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or hop, forward fold. Spinal extension, inhale. Exhale, let it go. All the way up, rise. Beautiful awareness, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, last round. Inhale, reach. Side body stretch of your choice, so interlace or grab your left wrist. Exhale over to your right. Through center, breathe in. Other side with your exhalation, up and over like a crescent moon. Inhale, center. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Puff up your chest as you curl open. Hug in with inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend. Listen. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees. Maybe float to your tiptoes. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain. All the way up as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. So stick your butt out and use your core to help you balance. Very nice. Forward fold. Heels on the ground as you lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep your exhale going. Strong belly, strong shoulders. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, take your hips back, downward facing dog. You are almost there. Use your breath, right leg high, inhale. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge, inhale, rise. Exhale, grab left wrist, take it up and over. Listen, inhale back to center. Exhale, turbo lunge, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, maybe curl open, make it come from mid and upper back. Inhale back to crescent. Option to extend your front leg if you want. Squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground. Standing splits, left leg floats high. Spread your toes. Shiva squat, tuck your left knee in, curl in. Inhale, re-extend, or maybe a little hop. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Set up your warrior two legs, and as you inhale, rise, warrior two. Side angle posture, reach forward and then tip it over. We'll take a pause here. Options are stay in side angle, move into a triangle, or move into a balancing half moon pose. So back foot would float up off the ground. All of those variations, everything is open. Heart is open, hips are open, shoulders are open. If your back leg is lifted, make it strong, like you're trying to stomp your back foot on the back wall. Good. Where's your breath? Is it still there? What's your face doing? One last round. See if you can come back to a warrior two stance. So however you need to, warrior two. Take a moment, adjust your legs, find your breath. Next inhalation, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. It's ahead of me, Corey. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms up. And exhale, dive down into your wide-legged fold. All the way to emptiness, halfway lift as you breathe in. Hands down. Exhale, walk your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg high. Open up your hip. This time, listen, option to go with those knee to elbows again or option to flip your dog. So maybe your right foot comes down behind you. Yeah, right arm forward. Those of you in the back bend. Beautiful. If you're in the back bend, take one last round. And then everybody, wherever you're working, meet in a regular downward facing dog. Walk it out. From your down dog, you can keep walking it out a little bit longer, or invitation to inhale, rock forward. If you want, you can hover your right leg. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, hips lift. You're almost there, one more side. Inhale, left leg high. Step it through as soft as you can. Low lunge. Nice, Kathy. Beautiful, Jill. Inhale, crescent rise. Strong legs. Lift your heart. Exhale, grab your right wrist. Side body stretch up and over towards the window. Inhale, back to center. Turbo lunge. Cactus your arms. Bend your back knee to a hover. Optional back bend. Make it come from mid and upper back. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to extend your front leg if you want. Squeeze your front thigh. Good job. Exhale, hands down. Nice, Sarah. So hands to the ground. Standing splits. Right leg floats. And last Shiva squat. Right knee to the back of left. Inhale, re-extend our last hop. Exhale, step your right foot back. Warrior two legs. Inhale, rise. Warrior two. Side angle, exhale, reach forward, tip it over. This is where we will pause once again. Triangle or balancing half moon if you want to go there. Does not necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. So whatever you're doing, make sure it's your body that wants it, not just your ego. So you're not trying to prove anything to anyone, not even yourself. You're just here to connect, to get curious. One last round. See if you can land back in a warrior two. So everybody, warrior two, however you need to get there, and take a moment to adjust if necessary. Ujjayi breath. Next inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, reach your arms up as you inhale. And then as you exhale all the way down, wide-legged forward fold, empty out, navel to spine. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. Three-legged dog, left leg back and up. Open your hips, left leg back and up. Open your left hip. Stay here or work your knee to elbows or flip your dog. So lots of options. Maybe you just want to hang out with your hip open. That's absolutely fine. If you're in the back bend, when you feel complete, come back and everybody regular down dog. Hey, Sandra. Ujjayi breath. Now everybody inhale, rock forward, high plank. If you want, you can hover your left leg and all the way to your belly this time and just stay right there on your belly for now. So give yourself a moment to rest. Maybe turn your head to one side. Maybe shimmy your hips, rock your hips a little bit side to side. Breathe into your low back. All right. Bring your arms down by your sides and bring your forehead to the ground so the back of your neck is long. Exhale all your air out. And as you inhale, lift everything that you can. So lift your upper body, lift your lower body. Now, pay attention to your legs for a moment. Hug in with your inner thighs and imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs in and up towards the sky. Now, here's where I want you to find your mid-back muscles. To me, this is crazy. If you can see me, look up here real quick. Bend your elbows and try to squeeze them together behind your back. And look what happens to me. All of a sudden, I can lift so much higher. So find those mid-back muscles. Feel that mid-back mobility. It's so hard for us to find that strength for some reason. Take one more big inhale. Squeeze your elbows together behind you. Lift. Nice. Awesome, Edie. And exhale. Release. Yay. Press up to your hands and your knees. For a moment, child's pose and breathe into those mid-back muscles that you just worked so hard. Be like, hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for lifting me up. These muscles help so much with our posture, the way we sit. So a lot of times when we slouch, it's because these muscles are really, really, really weak. So start to strengthen them, start to bring awareness into them. And my friends, as you are ready, next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, right shin forward. Set your body down gently. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Even if your foot is close to your groin, get your knee nice and wide so you're getting that external rotation. And then just like we do in crescent lunge or any other pose really, we're hugging towards midline first. We're building stability, structure, plugging those femur bones into the hip sockets. So if you see people, or if you are one of those people that is just able to kind of plop into this, you can fall asleep. We don't want to do that. We want to find structure, what's called integrity. You can't always tell if you have integrity on the outside, but you feel it. It's powerful. So keep that power, keep that integrity as you soften, as you bow. So your right butt cheek is pulling up and back. That invisible rope now, it's attached to your right butt cheek. There's a variation that works better for you on your back or in a seat or anything like that. Always take care of yourself. Big deep breath. Notice if you're tensing up through your forehead, your eyebrows. Notice if you're clenching your fists. Notice if there's any way you could soften through your outer shell. So maybe it's not physical, maybe it's energetic. Take about 3-4 more rounds in pigeon. Good job, everyone. Just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, with your next inhalation, fill up as big as you can. And you think you are full, find that extra little teaspoon, that extra sip, send it down into your right hip. And then out your mouth, soften. Ah, very nice. We'll find our way back to down dog. So you can get there however you want to. Probably the path of least resistance would just be to plant your hands, tuck your back toes, take your right leg back and up. But you're more than welcome to get there however you would like. And once you are there, you can kind of neutralize, pedal out your heels, maybe even move through your own quick vinyasa. Reconnect to your Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. So just a little bit longer. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, pigeon pose, left shin forward. Thanks, Corey. So left knee nice and wide towards the outer left edge of your mat. Pull left hip back and up. So with your left knee wide and you're pulling your left hip back and up, little activation through your toes can be really helpful. So what that does, it keeps the little tendons and ligaments nice and rigid inside so that we're not stretching them out. We're not pulling them around our joints. So we don't want to stretch our tendons and ligaments like we want to stretch our muscles. Nice, Cam. So we're plugging everything in, creating that stability, that support, structure, integrity. And then softening around it, softening within it, softening breath by breath. And if you're here and you're like angry, you're like, this pose is making me so angry. Notice that. Rather than trying to make your anger go away, just feel, where do I feel it? Do I feel it in my throat? Do I feel it in my belly? Do I feel it in my gut? Maybe you're here and you're so bored. Notice, oh, I'm so bored. Interesting. Where do I go when I'm bored? What do I do? How do I distract myself? How do I become unpresent when I get bored? So we're not here to judge ourselves and to be like, I suck at yoga. I'm so inflexible. My balance is the worst. We're here just to play and become curious and connect with our bodies in ways that we don't out there in the world. So as you're in pigeon pose, you're like, oh man, I know this is uncomfortable, body. I know you're feeling a lot of sensation, but I'm sending you these big, deep breaths, letting you know I'm right here. You're safe. You can relax. So even in moments of discomfort, our body can relax and let go. That's what we're teaching it. That's how we're connecting with it. So our bodies don't speak English like we do. Our bodies speak in feeling and sensation and energy. So how can you connect with that? Take your last couple of rounds. We'll essentially leave it up to you, friends. So just when you feel pretty even on both sides, start one last transition back to down dog. And if you're on your back or in a seat, and if you'd like to explore in some other way, neutralize in some other way, please feel free. If you're taking it back to down dog, maybe a three-legged dog first, maybe a vinyasa, one final vinyasa is more than welcome. Eventually down dog, or if you'd rather, child's pose. Nice job, friends. So whatever you're feeling, see if you can just let yourself feel it fully. Not distracting, not avoiding, not even creating a story around it, just feeling the sensation inside of you. Just feeling the energy inside of you. Just feeling your breath rise and fall inside of you. In your next few rounds, all the way onto your back, however you'd like to get there and whichever direction you would like to face. Once you're on your back, just hug your knees in gently and rock side to side. And after a few rocks, come to a reverse tabletop position. So just knees stacked over your hips, shins parallel to the ground. And make your feet active in some way. So flex, point, or floint. Tee out your arms or goal post your arms. Inhale here, feel your nice neutral spine, active toes, active feet. And then exhale, slow motion. Move your knees over to the right and hover them above the ground. So like you're going into a twist, but don't relax into it yet. Just let your knees hover above the ground. So feel like there's a brace around your center. Feel your core strong. Try to keep the back of your left shoulder rooted if at all possible. Take one more breath, squeeze your legs together. And then bottom of your exhale, let your legs fall onto the ground, give into gravity. If you want, you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh and just apply a little bit of gentle leverage. Gaze is up or over your left shoulder and breath is all the way down, low belly, low back. So now give all of your weight to the ground. Let yourself be held. Notice if you resist or tense up or contract. Just by noticing, see if anything shifts. And then end of your next exhale, friends. Slowly, see if you can use the strength in your core to lift your knees slowly back to center, just the same way we brought them down. Come back to neutral. And once you're in neutral, just kind of take a moment. If you need to hug your knees in or even take a full body stretch to neutralize, feel free. But then we've got that reverse tabletop position and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So ever so slowly, knees go left as far as they will go without touching the ground and without your right shoulder lifting. Squeeze your legs together. Breathe all the way down to your belly like there's a brace around your middle. Feel the strength there. Feel your connection to center. One last round. Active feet. Bottom of your exhale, let your legs fall down. Perhaps left hand to the outside of right thigh. Maybe gaze over right shoulder. Big Buddha belly breath. Bottom of your next exhale, use the strength in your core to slowly bring your knees back to center. Maybe you hug your knees in, maybe you take a big full body stretch, but eventually a happy baby pose. And in happy baby pose, you can move around a little. You can rock, you can extend one or both legs. You could even bring the soles of your feet together, open your knees out wide. So feel free to embody a happy baby, playful. And then from happy baby, if there are any other poses, if there are any other movements, stretches, anything your body needs to complete your practice today, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and move through those. And if you're ready for your Shavasana, you're welcome to just come right into your Shavasana. So in your next about 7 to 10 breaths, everybody start your transition into your final relaxation. My thought for you today is by Pema Chodron. She's a Buddhist nun. She's one of my favorite mindfulness teachers. This is called The Unknown. She says, letting there be room for not knowing is the most important thing of all. When there is a disappointment, we don't know if that's the end of the story. It may just be the beginning of a great adventure. Life is like that. We don't know anything. We call something bad, we call something good, but really, we just don't know. So these last few moments, I will give you a little gong bath. And the gong, I think, is so powerful. It can be loud and it can be a lot. It can be intense. If anybody wants to leave before it, you're more than welcome to sneak out. But the invitation is to let it be like a cleansing. So especially, we just had our full moon. This full moon was really symbolic of endings, letting go, finding what's new, what's ready to be birthed. So if there's anything inside of you that you feel like is ready to just kind of be let go of, let it vibrate inside of you, be stirred up, and maybe just flow out your fingers, out your toes. And if it feels like too much and you really need to leave, please feel free to sneak out. And also those big, deep breaths, those open mouth sighs, super helpful. So just feel into the space inside of you and let your body just give into gravity. Shavasana. Deep breath in. Let it go. And just slowly start to come back into your physicality, your physical body. Wiggle fingers, toes. Maybe a full body stretch. Maybe even just some light tapping, gentle tapping on your heart space, your belly. Or even a little bit of self-massage. Massage your temples, your forehead, your jaw. As you're ready, roll to either side. Fetal position. Take just one last moment as you rest in this nurturing pose, as you curl into yourself. Maybe there's some way in which you visualize, use your imagination, and just see anything that came through for you in your practice, anything you want to remember, take with you. See it in some way, just kind of soaking in, absorbing in, integrating into your being. And then using your arms, guide yourself up into seat. So sitting, facing towards the front of the room. Seated meditation, either easy pose, cross-legged, or kneeling, whatever works best. Gather your hands to your heart, prayer hands, or one palm stacked on top of the other. Close your eyes. And we'll seal our practice, close our practice together with just one big collective Om. So I'd love for you to join me, to use your voice, use your expression. If you feel uncomfortable and you'd rather just listen, that's fine too. So exhale, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. And breathe in your voice. Thank you all so much for showing up, letting me guide you. Namaste. You are very welcome. Thank you, friends. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Yeah. I think. See where they're going. See that spray ball. So there's only the one. So give it a second. Yeah. She's 11. Dude, sorry I don't say anything about you. I just forget you're there. And then like halfway through class, I'm like, everyone's fine. So like halfway there, I was like, when you said something. When you said anything else? Yeah, that's okay. I always ask that because I can't remember. I always have stuff I want to say and then just sticks. Who? Oh my, no, just my dog Penny, this one. But it was in 2020. But we have like a little fountain in our backyard that has it. So that's what I did because I just had flowers they put in her. And they love her.
I'm thinking it'd be interesting if you took the mat, sat in the front corner, how different the experience.
Took the what? Oh yeah, huh?
That corner to the
I know,
front.
you should try it.
Yeah. I think you're.
Look at everyone. Dude, I've been looking at all my old yoga teacher training stuff because I have been trying to figure mine out, but Jesus, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I know. I was like, shit, I did a lot of work. I didn't even realize. Wow, look at your drawings, dude. You're amazing. Oh, there's another face in there. Oh my God. This is all your yoga stuff?
And then don't you have to
yeah.
class?
Okay, that is you. I thought it was you, and then I didn't know if it was you. I was like,
no, it is me. My hair is being oiled, so it's like,
no, I thought it was you, but then I wasn't sure. Anyway, good job. Tell me again, name.
Lily.
Lily, duh. Okay, that's not hard. I should get that. I like that name. Bye-bye now. That is me, yeah. It's 3446 if you want to do that, or just say with it.
Thanks, Katie. That was lovely.
Oh, you're
That
so
was-
welcome.
you.
You're so welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Great. That'll be easy. Then we can just say money. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks.
You're so welcome. Sorry.